Set to star alongside Cynthia Erivo in the upcoming movie adaptation of Wicked, which is also coming to Singapore at the start of the year. Ariana Grande off her Eternal Sunshine record, The Boy Is Mine. You're on your way with Joshua Simon, now with us on the show. Singaporean musician Johnstan Kazue. This is his new single, New Desire, out now. I think when we saw the video, we knew we had to have you on. Welcome on to the show, Johnstan Kazue.
Hi guys. Do I do a self-introduction?
Sure, why not? Who is Johnstan Kazue?
Right. So I guess to introduce myself, I do like makeup on cosplay and K-pop idols. I do some like funny content on TikTok and Instagram as well, and a little bit on YouTube. Yeah. So I like very creative looks. I developed my skills from cosplay, and then I went into like more like ethereal kind of vibe. So I think in a nutshell, I'm a Singaporean. Okay, I might not look like one. I have very bright hair, very distinguishable.
You've got like neon pink hair right now. Yeah. I just gotta break it down. You got denim. You got accessories working. You got your nails done. Your eyes are blue, matching with mine. Very natural. It's true. Mm-hmm. But how did all of this start for you? Who was Johnstan as a kid?
I'm actually a science student from NTU. I'm a chemistry major. Yes. I mean, everyone in school always look at me with a weird eye, but yes, I'm in the right course. And I really like science. I really like biology. I had a diploma in biotechnology.
Come on.
So I'm a sciencey person, okay? But however, I knew that there was a creative streak in me. So I always that's why I dabbled into cosplay. And then from there, I can level up my makeup skills. And sometimes during Halloween, you just be experimental.
Yeah.
But soon it became like Halloween every month for me, Yeah, then after that, I start to also dabble into more K-pop makeup because I think I don't really look local per se.
Yeah.
So
you've got if I kind of squint, you look like one of the NCT boys or from Stray Kids or something like that.
That's a very high praise. Thank you very much.
And you're not the only one. I feel like a lot of the culture has kind of shifted now. Everyone's always sort of very, very. I mean, on one hand, it's also good for the skin to take care of your skin and to learn all these makeup tips. And guys sometimes can be very shy to learn how to moisturize, what serums to use, what's hyaluronic acid. So then you have content creators like yourself.
Yeah. So I think I'm quite lucky as well. I think my skin is pretty non-problematic. So
not a pore in sight.
There is because of my makeup. But other than that, I don't really have much problems with skin as much as other people might have. Okay, so the only issue probably is if I eat too much fried chicken, then it'll cause a breakout for me. Other than that, I'm kind of good. Yeah. So I think as you have mentioned, I have a lot of inspiration from Korean idols. I did go for, castings and whatnot. I never go further than about, I think the second or third stage. And then I'm at an age right now where I'm okay, so what do I do now? No one's gonna assign me, as in the reality, right? Then I was okay, so do I go straight into talking about why I decided to release this single? It's kind of related.
We're definitely going to get into that. And I also want to get into the K-pop culture, sort of that wave around not just Singapore, but I think we see that in Malaysia as well, in the Philippines. Everyone has their sort of response to K-pop. More with Johnstan Kazue in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. You're on your way with Joshua Simon. You're on your way with Joshua Simon on Kiss 92. Our special guest on the show, and right the wrongs, musician Johnstan Kazue. You may know him on TikTok or Instagram as Kazueee. How many E's are there? 4 E's.
Yes.
Kazueee.
Yes.
Kazueee. 4 E's. His new single, New Desire, is what we're hearing right now. And in this hour, we're going to get into sort of the inspiration behind it. Very much inspired by K-pop. But you also have flawless skin. And I will not believe that it's makeup. It's confirmed flawless skin. So if you make a lot of content on this as well. So I do want to, if you can share with us a little skincare tip for everyone. Because I think when it comes to like toners and serums and what cleansers to use, it becomes very frustrating because there's so many choices, so many different products. Should I buy from Korea, K Skincare, or should I stick to sort of the American Western brands? What are your thoughts?
I guess it depends on the effect that you wanna like achieve. Like
On the
for
glass skin.
glass skin, then maybe I think you wanna maybe focus on is like moisturizing, prepping your skin. So I think for like glass skin, I think in Singapore's weather it's very humid, so
Yes.
you'll lose like water, even like the water content of your face even more, especially when we're always in like air-conditioned places, right?
Yeah.
So I think you really need to power up on the hydration. And as you mentioned about like a tip, I know it's very lame, but I drink a lot of water, like no joke. You know, sometimes like during like buffets or something, then the auntie just keep refilling water.
Yeah.
I can drink up to like 10 cups, and I don't know because as
That's
long as-
more than a day's consumption.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
but I think that is one of the tricks so as to why my skin is like quite good.
It's
So-
legit eh.
But yeah, as in like I'm a water tank, so I think that's why I don't have issue with hydration. Yeah, but maybe certain times like maybe like certain, as in I have my T zone is kind of oily, so I gotta watch out on that because like maybe like if you want a glass skin, then I think that's not so bad. But I like matte skin, so I don't like my skin looking very
Shiny.
yeah, it looks like it just came out from a barbecue pit. You know, I don't like that feeling.
The face
So-
like quali like that. Right? You don't want to have that. You know?
yeah, so I like more matte because even if I put matte, at the end of the day, it will not look matte. So
Oh.
yeah, it really depends on you, okay? But recommendations, I cannot really recommend per se, but I would say
SK2
I don't use SK2.
I also cannot afford. I'm sorry. I use simple skincare.
yes,
I use
yes.
Toriden. I really like
that's okay.
Toriden's pretty good. That's a K brand, I think. I think Centella is
Yes,
another
yes,
one that I
yes.
really like using as well. All learned
Yeah.
from TikTok one.
Exactly. So I think the key thing that you have mentioned is more on the ingredients rather than the brand, you know, like whether the ingredients work for you. So
I
like
mean, you do come from a science background, so we'll get more into that in just a
maybe,
bit.
yeah.
We've got Johnstan Kazue. His new single "New Desire" is out now. Right now, this is Katy Perry off a 143 record. You're on your way with Joshua Simon. Red Hot Chili Peppers with Danny California off their Stadium Arcadium double LP. You're on your way with Joshua Simon. And with us on the show right now is Singaporean musician Johnstan Kazue. But looking at him, and even with his music video, you wouldn't think he's a Singaporean artist. He's not walking down Arab Street with a guitar and then looking at the distance like Sam Willows, you know? It's full-blown visuals, choreography and all, very much inspired by K-pop. Let's just talk about the influence that K-pop has beyond Korea itself. Like, do you take that criticism or do you welcome it when people say, oh, you're doing the K-pop thing?
I think it's more like a look. I don't think it's like criticism. I think, to be honest as well, I don't think everyone can pull off the K-pop look. It's just like the American look, right? You know, like you have the Kylie Jenner kind of look, right? Not everyone can pull that off as well.
Yeah.
So I think just going back to our roots, I'm an Asian, so it's more easy for me to pull off a like K-pop look.
It's a bit more ambiguous. I mean, honestly, like, even if I go to like Thailand, sometimes like you go to Bangkok, a lot of the commercials and the ads, they all look very much inspired by K-pop. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like taking care of your skin, looking nice and clean, zhuzhing up the hair, you know, spending more time with style,
Yeah.
I guess.
So I think it's like it has really set the standards for Asian beauty, I think, per se. That's why then different countries, they will tweak it differently. Like maybe the eyebrow, maybe the eye color, maybe like the contacts that they use, maybe the hairstyling.
Yeah.
So that's the little subtle nuances, I think, among like the different countries. Then that's what set us apart, I think. But for Singapore, I don't think we really, but I can see that more Singaporean guys, they're really taking care of themselves. And
Yeah.
I think that this has really positively impacted us in this way. Yeah, we're starting to look better overall, I
Yeah,
think.
they're starting to shower, which is, I'm a gamer, so that's like already a huge achievement. All right, let's talk about your new single, New Desire, right? Now, as someone who makes music as well, like I know how expensive music videos can be.
Yeah.
Can you kind of share with us on the investment? Because it really is that, right? If you really believe in your music, you want to pump in money to have dancers, have a choreographer, to hire someone who can actually like film the visual that we got. Because like all the comments, looking at the comment section, everyone's just like crazy over the visuals. Like, can we just talk about that decision?
Wow, as in why I started this?
Yeah, you could have just done like a simple, just a
That's
green
true.
screen.
That's
you know?
true. Like it could have been like really low budget, but that's not my thing. Like I think I'm an overachiever. So if I do something, I want to make it big. So, as I've mentioned, like during my trying to go into like K-pop casting phase, I think time is not in my favor. I'm 32 right now.
That's okay.
And I don't think they will ever sign someone so old. So, what inspired me was like during April Fool's this year, I just did like some swimming pool shoot. Okay, then I just looked a little bit mythical with some edits, and I was like, oh, new concept on Spotify right now, male siren.
Oh.
And then people ate that up, on Instagram. Then they're like, why is that song not out? Like, oh, it's a joke, Then I was like, hey, actually, like, because I put a little backstory on it. There's no male sirens. Like, typically you see female ones, right? You don't really see male ones. So I was like, okay, like male siren can be like a very, a more rare breed that's not really found. So there's this one that I am, that male siren, and then I want to use my voice for good instead of bad.
Right.
So that comes new desire.
Because usually, sort of in Greek mythology, sirens are these like evil creatures in the water that lure people in. But then you're kind of like flipping that concept around, and then I think people just bought into that fantasy. But I think ultimately we can kind of tell that you're very passionate about this, and that's why people will root for you, I think. And what you said earlier, I just want to pick up on that. You said they will never sign someone who's so old, but like I'm someone who's 34, and I never want you to feel old, because they may have their standards. So if they want to hire people who are like 18 years old, and let them do that. But you have one life, if you want to make music and you want to create art, go for it.
Yeah, so that's why I forced myself to do this. Actually, the whole, as in April was April Fool's, right? So from now till then, so I've already published this in August 16. So everything was done in 4 months. I don't have music background. I do a bit of dancing, but everything like from scratch to like release was done in 4 months.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of crazy from my producer's perspective. Like, shout out to Joel Quintis, which is my producer. So he said like normally people take a longer time to prepare, right?
Yeah.
But I really just bulldoze it okay, let's just do it and just push it out. I flew to Vietnam to film that visuals that you have seen. Yeah, and that was
overseas video shoot.
Yes, it's an overseas video shoot. So. Oh, the money spent.
But at the end of the day, it is you investing in yourself. And look, one day you're going to be 50 and 60, God willing, you get to reach that age, and then you get to look back at your past and say, hey, even if I didn't get signed by all these people, I still was my own entrepreneur. I invested in my art, and this is my video. And you have that to show for it.
So that was what really like motivated me, because like, okay, if no one's gonna sign me, then I'm gonna produce something myself. Actually, I wanted to do this like before I hit 30, but maybe COVID, so I didn't really have the financial ability to do so. But I think now like things are a little bit more settled, so I'm like, okay, let's just really push this thing out. And I think there has to be a deadline for everything. So I also listen to podcasts, and there's this podcast that really inspired me to really put and give a deadline, and it's Lito podcast. Okay, so like they say, like just put a deadline for what you really want to do, then you do it. Because if you notice, like most of the things get settled like around 80 to 90% of the things are settled around the deadline.
Yes.
Because if you have too much time, you will not, and you will procrastinate, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine. So I'll just do 8/16/24, because August 16/24, I'm still Chinese, so like 888, Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense, but I think it's just a nice number. So yeah.
Give it up for Johnstan Kazue once again. Welcome. You're welcome back anytime, and I hope this is just sort of the start of many more.
You sure? So it's on radio.
It's a commitment.
So
It's a commitment.
You have to come. You have to invite me.
Yes. Hit him up on TikTok at Johnstan Kazue, and also on Instagram Kazue with 4 E's. Excellent. Let's take a photo together.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was solid.
I still had some things I want to say, but it's okay.
What did you want to say?
This is not our first interview.
It's not our
It's not.
Really?
Yes, I have a photo proof.
Oh, you got photo proof. He's bringing out the receipts.
When did I interview you?
Let me give you a clue. Marvel.
Marvel?
Yes.
I interviewed you for Marvel?
As in like one of the movies.
Like movie
you were
premieres.
in charge of the premiere.
It's probably like a Vox Box. So like where I interview people like on
show you.
sort of the
Oh, he prepared it.
Wow. So this was Dark Phoenix.
Yes, Dark Phoenix.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Joshua.
That is so cool. Well, it's nice that we got to like properly connect, right? Because I think you reached out on Instagram and I was just like, absolutely, why not? Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, I've always kind of like made that commitment to always have people on.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I still have another surprise for you. See, like I didn't know it ended already.
So many surprises.
Yeah. Okay, this is for you.
What is that? Is it a photo card?
Open up.
Is it a photo card? Is it a photo card? Wow, this is like properly wrapped.
Wow. Yeah,
How
I
many
got a
months?
full polymail.
Are we away from Christmas?
3 months.
Oh my god, is it
2
Labubu?
months.
Oh, sorry, I
Stop.
cannot.
Everyone keeps giving me Labubus.
No, sorry, this is not.
Oh, you got access on album.
Wow!
I made an
so good.
album.
Yeah, it's damn pretty. I saw your
Thank
album. I was like,
you.
oh my gosh. Like, was this shot overseas as well?
Yes, all in
It
Vietnam.
was so pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There should be an album cover. This one underwater. This is so nice.
Too much skin, so I'm like.
Oh, you can put the words at the bottom. Yeah, it's really nice.
So I also make like merch as I'm like selling this.
See, I knew there was gonna be a
Yes.
photo card.
Yes, that's a photo card, but I designed it myself.
Yeah?
You see? Yeah, you
perks-
open up and see.
Perks of being
I
so
don't
good
want
at
to. I don't want
makeup,
to
man.
open it.
Why?
Because
You
I
can always put
feel
it
like
back.
it's.
No, it's just
you can
a.
just like
Oh,
get
okay. I
it.
thought I
Yeah.
was
No,
taking
no,
it
no,
aside.
you don't have to.
Who was the K-pop artist that I interviewed the last
Det.
time? Det. He's really cool. So you should connect with him.
113. Det 113.
DEPT.
Like department.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Det.
Mm.
What? And it's signed
Yeah.
with stickers.
A bit self-absorbent, but.
No. Live it up. Get it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
very
you
sweet.
for having me.
No,
Sure.
100%. I know you were very excited for this.
Yes.
Yeah, Jillian was
My
excited.
first interview on radio.
Yeah?
Yes.
One of many to come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You say one now, cause I'm
Yeah.
releasing another song in December.
Christmas song ah?
No.
Christmas song.
Right, I didn't swear, right?
Never swear.
I don't really swear to begin with. I mean,
That's good. Like
Okay.
you didn't make any like political comments or anything, so that's good. All right, let's take a photo.
Yes, over here, please.
Okay.
Is the album?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, let me hold the album out.
There's a note behind. I don't know if you saw.
There was a note.
Yeah. Behind.
I don't want to read it yet.
Cool.
Okay, you're gonna be right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I stand? Oh, you're always on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you taller than me?
I have.
Oh.
But I'm 183 normally.
I'm 185.
Okay, then you
So
are
I'm gonna.
What's with the tip?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I love the cold. It
Risen.
never bothers me.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
for having me on your show. Really appreciate it. All the best. You are the most good-looking radio DJ,
That's not what I wrote.
hands down, easily.
A. You deserve a raise.
Yeah, I deserve a
You
raise.
should read this
Yeah.
not on air.
Yeah, I should
I was
have.
like, huh, so fast. But oh well.
Yeah. No, you're on like all the way till
Yeah.
6:15.
So that's how
Yeah.
the radio works.
Yeah, so it's all in different
Music.
clips and then it's
Oh,
spread out.
I get you.
Yeah, so like the
Yeah.
first clip and then 2 songs.